G'day there. If you have ever found yourself in a situation where you've thought to yourself, oh my gosh, if something were to happen to me right now, my family would have no idea how to piece together my finances. They'd have no idea what bank accounts I've got. They have no idea what debts I've got. They've got no idea what insurances I've got or what investments I've got. If this is you, then please be assured you are not alone and this video is 100% for you. G'day there, my name is Phil McGilvray. I am the founder of the Money Boss Academy, where we make practical, life-changing financial education both understandable and accessible for everyday people. Now, today we're talking about a topic that we don't like to think about, and that is our financial affairs should something actually happen to us. Now, the reason I'm talking about this today is I have literally just come home from a 4-week trip with my wife hiking in Norway. It was an amazing trip, but on that very first plane ride, it's been a while since we've been on a plane, in fact, not since before COVID. And I remember just as the plane sort of started to throttle up and accelerate, and you got that roar as we head down the runway, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, if something were to happen to Leanne and I while we were away, our kids would have absolutely no idea how to piece together our financial situation. So every time we took off from a plane over the period of the next 4 weeks, I was reminding myself, as soon as I get home, I am going to put together a list of everything so that our kids would know exactly where to go should something happen to us in the future. And whilst we don't like to think about it, I think we all know that we're never promised a tomorrow. I've had a very good friend just in the last 12 months who passed away, exactly the same age as me, fit, healthy, ate well, had a beautiful family, beautiful job. And for some reason, one day he went to work and he never came home. Now, it happens. We know it happens, and so it's really important that we do take the time to get our financial affairs in some kind of order so that our loved ones don't have to go through the trauma of trying to find anything at what would be a really difficult time anyway. So what I'm going to share with you today is a very brief spreadsheet that I put together for my kids. Now yours would look slightly different, and if you'd like, I've got a template that I can give you that I'm going to show you just to help you get your thoughts in order. So here is a copy of the spreadsheet that I gave my kids. Now, the only thing that I've changed on here are the names and the numbers for obvious reasons. So none of the numbers on here are real, and most of the names on here aren't real either. But you'll get the gist of what you need to do as we go through this process. So first thing is just tax file numbers. Simple, helps the kids or your executors in terms of wrapping up your estate and so on. I've got the tax file numbers and tax details of grandma's jars. Also, in terms of, so that's my business, in terms of wrapping things up. The next step down here then is insurances. Now this is really important, of course. If you've passed on, your kids will need to know, well, what insurances have you got? So you can see we've got what insurances we've got and who those insurances are for. Then over here we've got the amount. Now it's up to you whether you put the amount in or not. You don't want to tempt the kids after all. You can put that in if you like. And then we've got who the provider is, the policy numbers, who to contact, and then the phone numbers. This is just going to make life so much easier for your family and your executors if you have these details in one place. We can then come down to bank accounts. So, who do you bank with? What bank accounts have you got? What BSBs, what account numbers, and so on have you got against those? Now, as I said, all of these are just made up numbers and so on, but having that all in one place, because it's very easy for us to forget accounts that we've got, with money over here, let's just consolidate that all into one place. If you've got debts, you want to pop your debts in there. Whatever debts there are, just pop them all in. You can see we've got the, sorry, I don't here, but you might want to pop the balance in there. your repayments and so on. You can see the only debt we've really got is a home loan that's been sitting there with a $2.12 balance for the last 5-10 years, just in case. But if you've got other debts, pop them in there as well. Superannuation, this is really important. Who are your superannuations with? Make sure you put down the name of the superannuation, which company they're with. If there's a contact person, put a contact person against it. Put your phone number against that. And then, of course, make sure your member numbers are in here as well. All of this information is going to be so helpful to, again, the kids and your executors or your estate executors wrapping this stuff up for you. And then what would be really helpful is if you have key people in your financial world. So you can see here, I've got financial advisors. I don't actually have financial advisors, but these are the guys that I used to work with at my old firm. They come on board and help my kids out in a heartbeat. We've got a general insurance broker, accountant, estate planning solicitor, and real estate. So the names of those people, what organization they work for, and then contact numbers. Now, and if you want to pop some notes over on the right-hand side, then that's really helpful to whoever's having to piece everything together for you as well. And then you've got over here the wills. Where can they be found so that they can go to that place? I have a client that has a thing called a death box that all of her family know where the death box is, and they all have death boxes with all that personal information and paperwork and so on, all in one place, so they know exactly where to go should something happen. So just make sure that your family members or important family members know where those things are. And then in terms of access to accounts, we use LastPass, as you know, you probably know, it's like a password app that keeps all our passwords encrypted and safe for us. I'm just letting our kids know where those passwords are. And they do actually know the master password to get access to those. So now, of course, I understand that not everyone has the same relationship with their family members as we do. So you might just want to think about, well, how do I do this so that I can still keep things private? But just make sure that everything is consolidated. Now, what I want to show you is this is a spreadsheet here that I've put together. It's a very boring spreadsheet. I'm sorry, I couldn't be bothered to make it pretty because it really doesn't need to be. You can see we've got assets. So again, just little prompts as to what you need to pop in each of those fields. You can see if you've got bank accounts, investments, superannuation, anything else you can list down here as well. We've got debts, list of the debts that you might have. We've got insurances. What insurances do you have? Key numbers that they need to sort of have access to. So tax file numbers, important login details, key people, and then the location of everything that's important. So if you'd like a copy of that, let me know. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Now, I will say that if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know where any of this sort of stuff is and it's all a bit of a mess, then can I just have a quick plug for the Money Boss Academy, which I'm going to be launching later this year, where we're going to have a 12-month program. We go through every single aspect of your financial world and help you get it all sorted. It's almost like financial adulting, except I don't really like that term because we want to be the bosses of our money as well. So it's much bigger than just financial adulting. It's also about the mindset we approach to managing our finances. So if you would like to get your finances totally in order, all those New Year's resolutions you've done in past years, and you would like some help to put this all together and to actually have a year where you've got some accountability, some direction, someone helping you actually pull together everything, then the Money Boss Academy will be starting in December this year. We'd love to have you part of that, and it would help you really get peace of mind regarding your finances, and it'll help you put together this document for your family members. Okay, so if this has been helpful, please hit the like button and please subscribe, because every week I'm endeavoring to release practical, life-changing financial education that helps everyday people take control of their finances, get out of debt, consistently save more money, get started investing, and create lives that they love. So please subscribe, hit the like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.